and New York. And the way the Knicks finished off Atlanta, they came right out in the same vein. Bottoms, Jalen Brunson with 3. He had 14 in the first quarter. OG Anunoby. Well, I mean, you'll take it. Off glass for 3. They're up 8 heading into the second quarter. 10-point lead. Karl-Anthony Towns quickly turns the corner on Joel Embiid. And the lead is 11. It's now an 18-point game. Keep an eye here on the screen as Embiid is in pain as Maxey kicked it to Oubre and got fouled. Embiid on the screen. Bridges fighting through that. Embiid would remain in the game. The Knicks, meanwhile, remain red hot. Wide open look from Bridges from 3. No. Josh Hart gets the rebound. Kick it back. Try it again. All right. This time it's good. Jimmy Fallon in the front row. And he's rising to his feet. You can stay on your feet and keep cheering because the ball kept going through the rim. Brunson. And now Brunson, 27 in the first half. Spike. And the Garden roaring. Brunson had the last 11 for the Knicks. They had 74 going into the locker room. Embiid on the block, double, gives it up, and OG in transition, up by 25. Knicks now up 27. Towns. That flat-footed 3 is cash money. He had 17. The Sixers say, we will sit on some dry powder and live to fight another day. Just a matter of by how many. Brunson, floater in the paint. Knicks win 137-98 and roar to a Game 1 victory. We're pleased to be joined on the show once again by Jalen Brunson. 27 in the first half, 35 in the game. Jalen, it felt like you all shot like infinity %. What have you all found over the course of these last, now let's call it the last 3, where your offense is humming like this? What has it been?
I think us just sticking together and playing for each other and just trying to make things as easy as possible for us. I think it really starts on our defense. Us getting out and getting easy baskets really helps. So, I mean, offense looks great, but it really starts with our defense.
Every game in the playoffs is game to game. Things can change drastically. Is there any way to maintain the type of energy and headspace that you all appear to have, again, particularly over these last 3, as you're the first team ever to win 3 playoff games in a row by 25 or more?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, but I don't think it's sustainable for us to keep thinking we're going to win by so much.
Sure.
I think we have the confidence to win. But I think most importantly, just having the right mindset, making sure we're paying attention to the little details. All the little things matter, and just can't lose sight of the main thing and staying focused.
Was there a sense maybe that just given what they came off, that their gas tank could have been closer to E than yours, and that was something that you guys could exploit?
Possibly, but I mean, we know what they're capable of, and so it's just one game. Now we got to be ready to go for Game 2 in a couple of days, and we know they're going to be ready. They're going to be recharged and they're going to be ready to go. So regardless of what happens tonight, I mean, that team over there is something special, so we got to be ready.
This has nothing to do with what you were doing in the city, but tonight in the city was the Met Gala. I've never been invited. I don't imagine I ever will be. Do you have any idea, Jalen, what goes on there? I always wonder, do they serve food? Is there like a short film? Do you have any idea what goes on at the Met Gala?
I have no idea. No idea. And I don't know if I want to know at this point. Just keep it a mystery.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm baffled by the whole proceedings. Like, I don't know, you get your fancy outfits, and that's, again, well, I'm not on the list. And you know what? You should aspire to be busy this time of year anyway. You got work to do, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, you had your own garden party tonight, and keep it moving and keep the garden energy high, man. There's nothing like springtime in the city when you guys are cooking like tonight. Thanks for taking a little time after the victory, Jalen. Great night.
Always, Ryan. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Steve, we have this breaking action Brunson report. Oh. He was in the Garden. As always, I have to read the texts in his voice as I hear them in my head.
The game was a scrimmage. I'm not satisfied. They have no bench. I want more. We need this to be an easy round.
This was an action.
Feels like we've been in their position, right? So you got to jump on them early and make sure that you're playing as hard as you can, knowing that if you do all the right things, you'll take the fourth quarter off. And that's literally what happened tonight. So the Knicks even got a little bit of a rest and didn't have to play. I just thought, like we were talking about the Oregon, the best story of the night is the last minute of the game. The Knicks have, the Sixers have 98 points. The crowd starts chanting defense. I mean, it's a 38-point win, like winning by 30. Why are they chanting defense? Because this crowd,
they want the Alan Hahn stat.
They did not want them to get to 100. They get a layup, but it's waved off for a goaltend. The crowd went crazy. And that's when you knew they were going to clinch it. 4 straight games keeping their opponent under 100. I know it's silly, but it's so New York that they were cheering for the fact that they held the team under 100 once again.
And how about Philly scoring only 3 fast break points? That is something that's really helped the Knicks.
Yeah.
They've completely shut down the other team's transition offense. Josh Hart now in the postgame locker room.
Josh, the team never took the foot off the gas tonight. What did you like most about the performance?
I like that we played a full, game of, Knicks basketball. I still think we can be better in terms of not fouling, not setting up to the free throw line, and kind of having that attention to detail and focus that it takes to not do that.
How much is your defense fueling your offense now?
Yeah, that's something that obviously we want to play a little faster. So, being physical, getting stops, pushing the pace, doing those kind of things is something that, we're trying to do, and we got to keep it up.
They say you want to be playing your best basketball when the playoffs roll around. Is this team playing their best basketball right now?
I don't know. I'll let y'all decide that one. We need to make sure we're focused on Game 2 on Wednesday. And, tomorrow will be a good day. Obviously, let your bodies here do your recovery, but be mentally locked in because we could have been better today.
What was the key defensively against Maxey tonight?
Kel did an amazing job. Staying with him, obviously, with him, it's tough, obviously, his speed, but, when he gives the ball up, you got to make sure you're locked in. You can't relax for not even half a second because then he's, going off a handoff and those kind of things. So Kel did an amazing job. Dude did a good job when he was on him. Like I said, we got to be ready for Wednesday because